Giannis is a dirty player. Giannis is a dirty basketball player. This is just true. Now I'm saying this. Giannis right here. Not giving the handshake to Jaylen Brown, which I saw this and I thought that it was kind of a fun thing. Now, the context behind this is this came right after Giannis elbowed Jaylen Brown in the face, committing an offensive foul. Was it dirty? I don't know. The offensive foul elbows to the face things are always interesting to me because these guys know what they're doing. Like, this was the play, mind you. This was the play in a... This is dirty. He knows exactly what he's doing right there. No. That's dirty. Full stop. I'm sorry. Well, like, anybody who's played basketball, you know what you're doing when you're using your elbow like that. Giannis, who has posted up 1,000 times in his life, knows exactly what he's doing when his elbow gets thrown like that. So I'm just giving a context as to why that makes this so much funnier. Jaylen Brown does not like Giannis. This has been the case for quite some time. So Giannis pulls this little maneuver. Everybody's like, oh, Giannis. Because people don't watch the games. People see that like, oh, Giannis. Oh, how do you not love him? He's just a lovable dad joke, Giannis. He's just such a lovable guy. I mean, look at that. That's just funny. Oh, gotcha. Oh, man. He's just a lovable, funny guy. Jaylen Brown didn't think that shit was funny. Here's the exact quote from Jaylen Brown after the game. Jaylen Brown on this moment with Giannis. Giannis is a child. I'm just focused on helping my team get a win, and that's what we did tonight. Giannis is a child. This also happened during the game. Giannis with a hard closeout on Tatum. Tatum lands on Giannis's foot, twists his ankle. Fortunately, I think Tatum was fine here. That one I don't think is that dirty. Now, you see here, look at Darvin Ham's face. What's going on here? Darvin Ham is on the sideline. Tatum is on the ground holding his ankle. Darvin Ham is smiling. Hey, salute. Hey, salute. But this continues a trend of Giannis being unquestionably, I think, a dirty basketball player. And you can say, oh, like he just sometimes doesn't, he's sometimes just a little too reckless with his size and stuff like that. No. This play right here is crazy. The Mike Dunleavy 3 in the playoffs when he just full speed sprints to the corner and truck sticks Mike Dunleavy. Dunleavy was also an unbelievably dirty player. So I don't really feel too bad there. But that one is absolutely crazy. But I don't think JB saying that makes him unlikable at all. I don't really think so either. Reader with the 5 gifted memberships. Being reckless at his size is part of being dirty. Yeah, I think early in players' careers like this, I think you can sort of excuse some of this stuff where it's like, hey, he's just kind of learning. Like, it is like, you know, he's so big and lengthy that, like, he's trying to find his place on the basketball court, and sometimes it can be a little out of control and lead to plays. Giannis has played too long now, and he's a dirty player. He makes dirty plays, man. He makes dirty plays. I'm sorry. It's open secret. Giannis has been low-key dirty and has been rewarded for it. He does it very well with the foot positioning and cheating the casual fans, but if you play, you know that's intentional. Yeah, like the elbows, the elbow to the face, Squiggly with the gifted membership. The elbow to the face on an offensive foul. He knows what he's doing, man. He does. We can pretend he doesn't. Why are Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid all really dirty? I do think Jokic has a dirty streak in him as well that people choose to ignore. Absolutely. But there are plays like that right there. Like midair grabbing at Devin Booker as he's dunking the ball. That's an incredibly dangerous play. But like you can sort of look past and be like, oh, well, he's just hustling and stuff like that, which is what people do. But that is a very dirty play. Because to be that big and physical, you got to be willing to get dirty low key. I think there is a tiny difference between dirty play and plays that are like actually legitimately dangerous versus physical dirty. Because he plays physically. We know that. He'll give you a little elbow. He'll give you a little forearm shove, a shoulder into you. Offensive fouls that sometimes don't get called. Sometimes they do get called. Or, getting up into you defensively a little bit. That's all fine, right? I'm fine with that. Physical play, you got to play like that. But there's a fine line, though, between physical and dangerous, dirty level of play. Embiid is kind of the same thing. Embiid will get physical with you, right? He'll give you a shoulder. He'll give you a little elbow, a little forearm shove. Just to let you know he's there. Just to let you know there. It's going to be a physical night. But Embiid's one of the dirtiest players in the league. I mean, Embiid straight up makes dangerous plays. I mean, I can't believe, like, that Mitchell Robinson injury was talked about a good amount. I don't think that was talked about enough. That was insane. That was an insane thing to do. He should have been ejected from that game immediately. Didn't he already have a tech or something at that point, too? I'm trying to remember in that game. But that one was nuts. Grabbing Mitchell Robinson's ankle midair and twisting it is fucking insane. Embiid is on some Shaq shit where he gets insecure, I think. I don't know. Rather have Luka just start throwing haymakers now that I think about it. That one didn't look that dirty to me. That was just a shove in the back. That one wasn't like super dirty. These are the ones right here. These super long closeouts. Giannis is bad about this. These closeouts where it's like, hey, man, you're landing on the guy's leg. The reason why I even mentioned the other two is it's fucking crazy how three of the greatest players on the planet are super dirty. Super dirty might be pushing a little too much, but they definitely have a string of dirty plays. Just between guys like Giannis and Embiid versus guys like Marcus Smart or Drew Holiday, who will be extremely physical, but it's all part of the game. Yeah, that's a good point as well. People call Marcus Smart dirty, and when you're a defender like that, you're gonna have some dirty plays from time to time. But I never really thought Marcus Smart was dirty. I just think he's one of those guys, super high motor, flies around the court, plays a physical brand of defense, and sometimes that could be. Jokic has a history. But, Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday, yes, those guys are just physical players. What Jokic did to Morris was horrible. If that was any other player in the league, honestly, we look at that much differently. I think people were like really tired of the Morris twins at that point. Dunleavy's one of the worst. Dunleavy's one of the dirtiest players of the last decade plus. Luka ain't dirty, just whines too much. No, Luka's not dirty. Zaza, absolutely. Absolutely, Zaza was up there. I mean, Draymond, yeah. But no, Luka, has Luka like made a dirty play in his career? A play where you're like, whoa, what the fuck's Luka doing there? I'm trying to like think off the top of my head. Let's talk about how Gafford is a soft player. Oh, I don't want to really. Chris Paul has a dirty streak, absolutely. Luka doesn't care enough on defense to be dirty. If it was possible for NBA players to play defense on refs, Luka would be one of the dirtiest players in the league. Like for sure. We'd have hard closeouts, we'd have subtle nut taps, we'd have elbows. We'd have shoves in the back. We'd have undercutting on layups or dunks. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen is reformed, to be fair. Every now and then he'll relapse. But absolutely, Grayson Allen. Grant Williams is interesting to me. Absolutely a dirty player. I don't know how much of that is him just like trying to do way too fucking much. Way too much. He's a bit of a goober. Jimmy has some moments. Is Ja dirty? I've never really noticed it. Those subtle nut taps are definitely the sign of a dirty player. They know what they're doing. Sabonis does a lot of elbows. That's just his offensive bag, though. Yeah, what Grant did to Tatum this year was 1,000%. 1,000% dirty, for sure.